Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a big game here today in the Porter County Conference, the championship game. The number one Boone Grove Wolves coming in at 13-4-1, perfect record in Porter County of 8-0 against the South Central Satellites of 15-8, 8-1 in Porter County. Their only loss was against Boone Grove back on May 2nd. Boone Grove carving out a 8-2 victory against the Satellites. The pitchers that day, Drew Murray against Braden Grass, and yep, you guessed it, folks. Those two will be dueling here again today as we have ourselves a good old-fashioned pitching duel between two of the, if not some of the best pitchers, not only on their teams, but also in Porter County. We'll start with Braden Grass. He'll be making his 11th appearance today. He's 3-3 this year with a 3.90 ERA. In 37 and a half innings pitched, he has 19 walks and 54 strikeouts, as that really nice curveball was working really well for him against La Crosse, where he had a no-hitter through 4 innings, 11 strikeouts, only 2 walks. Very big game for Braden Grass against the La Crosse Tigers. Really helped his team when they needed him the most. But Drew Murray, also a stud pitcher himself, the senior with a .69 ERA, the lowest on Boone Grove. He'll be making his 7th appearance today at 4-0. Also has 1 save. Through 30 innings pitched, he has 52 strikeouts and 7 walks. Yes, 7 walks. I didn't believe that ratio myself, but hey, with a .69 ERA, yeah, this guy's a real deal. So we got some great pitching today. First pitch is scheduled here for 4:30 as we have a huge championship game between the two best teams in Porter County. To recap over the past couple days, the South Central Satellites had a very close and competitive game against Washington Township. You have to give credit to Washington. They came out aggressive in a do-or-die game. They gave it their all. The game went to 9 innings. Bradley Farrell came in relief for Bryson Glissick and just blew the Senators away with his fastball. They really didn't have an answer. And the Satellites were able to squeeze in 3 runs in that 9th inning to come out on top 9-6, and that's what propelled them here to be in this championship game against Boone Grove. But hey, Boone Grove's coming off a very close game as well against Couts, 2-1. So both these teams are coming off really close games today. I expect the same today as well. I think it's going to be a very close ball game, especially with the pitching on the mound today. Even though Boone Grove won 8-2 last time, I really think it's going to be 1 or 2 score ball game. I think Braden Grass is going to come out strong today, really attack that strike zone, be in control early on. I think my Satellites are going to pull it off today. I think it's going to be a hard-fought win, but my prediction is going to be 5-4 Satellites. I think it's going to be a very close ball game. It's a beautiful day for baseball as well. We're at a neutral site here at Washington Township, so there's a neutral site. There are your 2 starters today. Sponsored by Reagan's Corner Merch Shop. This looks like the stream may have gone down here. Okay, so I don't know what's going on exactly. Okay, so know what's going on exactly. Okay, so I don't know what's going on exactly. Okay, so I don't know what's going on exactly. Stream up here shortly, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Maybe Josh will let us know when the stream goes up, but we'll get it up here shortly. This first pitch isn't scheduled for another 7 more minutes, so we'll go over some things that I think the satellites are need to do to pull out a win here today. I think some keys against a good pitcher like Drew Murray, you have to attack him early, and we all know the satellites have some serious speed on the base path, so they just have to get runners on anyway. How? If that's hitting the ball, if that's taking their walks, whatever they have to do to get on base against a good pitcher, put pressure on them early. Really just stick to the game plan and try and snag as many bases up as possible and get runners on in scoring position for their RBI hitters like Bryson Glissick, Bradley Farrell, Tommy Sullivan, Gavin Gross. So got to just get guys on and make him uncomfortable. Try and make Drew Murray as uncomfortable as possible. It's a lot easier said than done. He's one of the elite pitchers here in Porter County, so it's a lot easier said than done. But they just have to come out and try to attack him, and hopefully he's off his game today. But another big thing for Braden Grass especially, we watched Jacob Omen the other day against Washington Township, kind of struggled to find that strike zone, walked, I believe, 5 batters in that first and second inning. So just Braden Grass, he's got that beautiful curveball, that great dip to it, got some good inside action. So excited to see what he can do today, but he's got to come out strong and really control his zone and make the hitters of Boone Grove uncomfortable. And with that, I mean, he has his really nice fastball. He's got that curveball that against La Crosse was working for him perfectly. They really didn't have an answer. I mean, they didn't have a hit, so that tells you all that needs to be said about it. So those are some keys here for the satellites. Let's see if that stream is back up here. Nope. So we'll still have 5 minutes here, so we'll go over some. Oh, Josh said it's up, so let's pull it up here. There we go. Share my screen really fast. Now it's up, ready to go. So it looks like Boone Grove is doing some fielding drills here. We'll go over the starting lineups here for your South Central Satellites. At third base, Zach Hanchar. Gavin Gross will be the second baseman. He'll be batting second. Bradley Farrell, the shortstop, also the University of Kentucky commit, will be batting third, tied for the team lead in RBIs. Bryson Glissick will be doing the DH today. He'll be batting fourth. The catcher, Jackson Boss, batting fifth. Tommy Sullivan, the first baseman, who came in and pitched the other day against Washington Township and was in some tough jams, but was able to get out of them, didn't give up any runs. So he really helped the Satellites in that elimination game. Matt Knight gets the start at left field. He'll be batting seventh. Jacob Omen was pitching the other day. He's going to move to right field today. We'll be batting eighth. The center fielder, Mr. Speedy Gonzalez, Brandon Young. And obviously your pitcher, Braden Grass. Braden the Rooster Grass, I believe, is the nickname Josh has given him. Braden the Rooster Grass. So there's your starting lineups for your South Central Satellites. because now we'll turn it over to Boone Grove and I'll introduce their starting lineups. It's a very, very, very good hitting team. Got a couple sets of brothers too. Xavier Carrera, the left fielder, he'll be batting leadoff. His brother Aidan Carrera will be right after him, playing right field. He'll be batting second. The pitcher Drew Murray will be batting third. So a little bit of Shohei Ohtani going on here. Not only one of the best pitchers in Porter County, but also one of the best hitters as well. So he's a name to watch out here for the Boone Grove Wolves. As Isaiah Steinhilber, the DH, will be batting fourth. Kyle Janda gets to start at short. He'll be batting fifth. Ben Truby, the catcher, will be batting sixth. Seth Pitcock, the third baseman, he'll be batting seventh. He also has a brother on this team, Trey. Aidan McCormick, the first baseman, will be batting eighth. And Justin Hoover, to round him out, the center fielder, will be batting ninth here today. So game is scheduled here in about 2-3 more minutes. We'll have the PA announcer introduce both teams and get the national anthem rolling, and we'll have a championship 1 versus 2. Best teams in Porter County, combined record of 15-1. Obviously, that one loss was May 2nd. Boone Grove pulling out a win. So we'll get a little bit of a delay in the stream here, but we'll get the game up here shortly. Some big names for the Satellites in their win against Washington Township. Bryson Glissick had some beautiful RBIs, as well as Bradley Farrell. Jacob Omen struggled on the mound, but had some clutch hits. As you guys know, the game went into extras, but the Satellites were able to squeeze out a win. Bryson Glissick, one of my favorite moments, had the bases loaded, had walked the previous batter to tie in the game, and with the game on the line, he had ice in his veins, struck out the hitter for the Senators. If you walked or allowed a run there, that would have been it. So some clutch pitching there by Bryson Glissick. They're going to need some more of that today with Braden Grass, as Satellites will have their hands full today against a very good all-around team in the Wolves. Looks like both managers are going over their pre-game meeting here with the umpire, and then we'll have this ball game. Beautiful day there. Beautiful day for baseball. As we'll wait for this stream to be up and going here. Drew Murray's going to be on the bump first here, as South Central will be the home team. So they will be, I apologize, Braden Grass will be on the bump here to start, as they are the home team. So South Central will be batting in the bottom of the inning. So due up for the Wolves will be Xavier Carrera, and on deck is Aidan Carrera. So back-to-back brothers. That's pretty cool. And then Drew Murray, the pitcher. So yeah, if you get another stream going here. It's having a little bit of technical difficulties, but we'll get the game up here shortly for you guys. Yep, there's the stream. So now here are the starting lineups here for Boone Grove. There's Aidan McCormick, Justin Hoover, Seth Pitcock, Ben Truby, Kyle Janda, Isaiah Steinhilber, Drew Murray, Aidan Carrera, then Xavier Carrera. So here's the South Central Satellites. There's Zach Hanchar, Gavin Gross. Here comes Bradley Farrell, blazing Bradley Farrell. Here comes big old bad Bryson Glissick. Here comes the catcher, Jackson Boss. Tommy Sullivan, the first baseman. Here comes Matt Knight. And Brandon Young, or Jacob Omen, number 3. Here's Brandon Young, the center fielder. And your pitcher, Braden Grass. Now we will all stand and pledge to the national anthem. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, as we have a Porter County Conference Championship game here today between number 1 Boone Grove and number 2 South Central. Should be a very, very competitive ball game here today between, in my opinion, the 2 best teams in Porter County. Both teams have shown it all season, not only on pitching but on the hitting side as well. Both teams have some really dynamic hitters. We'll start with the Satellites. Obviously, the leadoff man, Zach Hanchar, has 18 stolen bases this year, 2 home runs. Here comes the home team, your South Central Satellites. Braden Grass will be pitching this top of the first. His 11th appearance this year. The last time I saw him, he was throwing a no-hitter. I have to imagine he's got a good amount of confidence going into this game here. It'll be his 11th appearance this year. Most used pitcher here on the Satellites, has the most innings as well, 37 2/3. 54 strikeouts, 3.90 ERA. As we'll get there's the stream going. There we go. Leading off here will be Xavier Carrera. He's got 2 home runs this year, leads the Wolves in home runs, 19 hits, 17 RBIs, has a 345 batting average and a 545 slugging. This is going to be a battle here between two really, really good players. The Porter County Conference Championship game is underway here, as Braden Grass will deliver his first pitch of the ball game here. And it is a called strike. So great start here by Grass, as he gets the first pitch of the game to be a strike. The second pitch, nice curveball, got it in the inside corner. So a quick 0-2 count here. Braden Grass is attacking early. The 0-2 swung on and missed. Strike three. Braden Grass strikes out the first batter of the game here. Xavier Carrera goes down on 3 pitches as he strikes out. And his brother, Aidan Mccormick, also very dangerous hitter. He steps up to the plate, also has a home run this year. Highest slugging percentage on the team with a 688 slugging. Braden Grass delivers another strike right there. So 0-1 here on Davian. There's that one fouled off. So 0-2 here. So great start here by Braden Grass. Thrown 5 pitches today. All of them have been strikes. Oh, another strike. Oh, fouled. But yep, another strikeout. Thought he fouled it off there for a second, but Jackson Boss was able to make a nice catch there. So back-to-back strikeouts by Braden Grass, as he's thrown 6 pitches, and all of them have been strikes. So now is Drew Murray, the pitcher. That is his first ball of the ball game. A little high there, got away from him, but Braden Grass is an early command here, in control of the zone. As the pitcher, Drew Murray, steps up to the plate, big lefty, as he pops that one up over to Tommy Sullivan, the first baseman. So, boom. Satellites go 1, 2, 3. What a start here by your South Central Satellites, as Braden Grass comes out strong. Only threw 7 pitches in that inning, as Drew Murray pops up in the infield, as he will be the starting pitcher here for Boone Grove. He'll be due up next. So picture perfect start here by the Satellites. Braden Grass is able to retire 3 really, really good hitters for the Wolves. It's now Zach Hanchar will lead off here for the Satellites. I apologize. Braden Grass threw 8 pitches that hit him. So very effective work there by Braden Grass. 2 back-to-back strikeouts, where he only threw strikes. Threw 1 ball to Drew Murray, but was able to get him to pop out. So great start for the Satellites, as Zach Hanchar will lead off. Gavin Gross, the second baseman, is on deck. Bradley Farrell, the shortstop, the Kentucky commit. They'll be batting third, blazing Bradley Farrell. Drew Murray, we'll go over his stats one more time. One of the best, if not the best pitcher in Porter County. .69 ERA, his 7th appearance, 4-0. Also has a save, so they use him a little bit of both ways. He's pitched 30 1/3 innings, and in those innings he has 52 strikeouts, only 7 walks. So an unbelievable ratio right there for Drew Murray, as he will be facing Zach Hanchar here to lead off the bottom of the first. It's a 0-0 ball game here in the bottom of the first, as the Satellites had a great first inning. Let's see if they can get something going here against Drew Murray, as the first pitch is swung on and fouled back. So 0-1 here to Zach. 0-1. That's a called strike on the outside corner. So already 0-2 here to Mr. Hanchar. The 0-2, little high, so good eye there by Zach. Takes that one for a ball. Count moves to 1-2 here. The 1-2 from Drew Murray in the dirt. Catcher Ben Truby couldn't control it there, so it's going to be a 2-2 count. Here comes a 2-2 from Drew Murray. That ball's blooped right past the second baseman, so that's going to be a single here by Zach Hanchar as he's able to reach base safely. So good leadoff hit there by Zach as he gets a single here, and we all know his abilities on the base pass. Has 18 stolen bases this year, so Drew Murray will have to focus on Zach a little bit there at first as he takes a good lead off of first. Aidan McCormick's playing. So Gavin Gross bunts, but gets a little bit too underneath that. So try to move Zach into scoring position, but Gavin Gross can't get the sacrifice bunt. So that's going to be the first out of the inning here for the Satellites. As now Blazin Bradley Farrell, the shortstop, having an amazing season this year. 461 average, 511 on base percentage, 1.195 OPS, has the highest on the team. Also has a home run and 26 RBIs. A little lefty on lefty action here. He takes that one for a ball. Eager to see how Zach Coulter uses his speedy Bradley Farrell calls time there. See how Zach Coulter uses the legs on this team to try and put some pressure on Drew Murray early. Here comes the 1-0 to Bradley Farrell. As he rips that one to the left field, is it going to get down? The left fielder, Xavier Carrera, cannot make it, so Zach Hanchar will get in the second. That's going to be a single here for Bradley Farrell. So great start for the Satellites as they already have two men on with Bryson Glissick up to the plate, tied for the lead in RBIs on this team. As Bradley Farrell is off of first. Bryson Glissick has a 380 average, 26 RBIs, leads the team in doubles with 8. Also had a beautiful home run, 535 slugging percentage. The Satellites have come out aggressive early. Here's the first delivery. That's another bloop shot in the left field. Is it going to drop? It does not. So that's going to be a great catch there by Xavier Carrera, the left fielder, as that's going to be the second out of the inning as Bryson Glissick flies out to left. With Jackson Boss, the catcher, due up. These Satellites are attacking early. They're swinging at pitches in the zone. That was a good rip there by Bryson Glissick. Just floated a little bit too much to the left fielder, but still a good opportunity to get some runs in here as Jackson Boss, the catcher, steps up to the plate. He sees that one for ball one. 1-0 here to Jackson. 431 on base percentage, 8 RBIs, 20 hits. As that one is rolled a little bit foul past the first baseman, probably a good thing. He could have easily scooped that tag first, so Jackson will take that as a foul ball. One of my favorite hitters personally to watch on this team. Can put the ball anywhere on the field, has great contact. Here comes the 1-1 to Jackson Boss. You rip. It gets by the pitcher. I thought Drew Murray was able to make a play on that, but he can't. So that's going to be a RBI single for Jackson Boss. The Satellites strike early, take a 1-0 lead here in the Porter County Conference Championship. They are fired up. Bryson Glissick came out of the bench to high five Zach Hanchar right there as they're going to pinch run here for Jackson Boss. What a beautiful hit there by Jackson. Right up the middle. Drew Murray couldn't make a play on it, so that's going to be an RBI single for Jackson Boss as the Satellites take a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first with their first baseman, Tommy Sullivan, due up. He looks to bunt here. The third baseman for the Wolves, Seth Pitcock, comes in a little bit. Looks like Tommy's getting some signs there from the third base coach. See if Zach Coulter tries a double steal here. Here comes the first delivery to Tommy. He didn't foul it off, so that's good. Another run is going to score here for the Satellites as they take a 2-0 lead. Heads up play there by Bradley Farrell. I thought it was fouled off, but catcher Ben Truby couldn't make a play on it, so the Satellites with a 2-0 lead here as Drew Murray is in a little bit of a jam here. Still 2 outs, though. Bottom of the first, Satellites up 2-0. That one's high. Believe the previous pitch was a strike. So it's going to be 1-1 here to Tommy Sullivan. The 1-1. Good eye there by Tommy. Ball on the outside. A little low, so 2-1 here to Tommy Sullivan. Is one of the highest fielding percentages on this team. Has only made 1 error this year. That ball is ripped to the second baseman. Can he make a play on it? He cannot. So Tommy Sullivan with another RBI, or his first RBI, I apologize, as the Satellites take a 3-0 lead. Boy, are these Satellites coming out aggressive early, folks. Drew Murray has given up the most runs already through his previous starts, as now the Satellites are up 3-0 with Matt Knight, the left fielder, up to the plate. So rough start here by Drew Murray. Still 2 outs. That's a nice curveball for a strike. So 0-1 here to Matt, but the Satellites have executed the game plan perfectly here. Came out aggressive, put pressure on Murray, and they are up 3-0 here at the bottom of the first. As that one is popped up in the infield. Looks like over to the second baseman or shortstop there. So there's Kyle Janda, the shortstop, but the Satellites have done their damage. 3-0 here as we head to the top of the first, and they got their pitcher Braden Grass out here to begin this top of the second, who had a perfect first inning through 8 pitches. 7 of them were strikes, only 1 ball. Struck out the first 2 batters he faced. Was able to get Drew Murray to pop up to the first baseman. Tommy Sullivan is now due up for the Boone Grove Wolves. Will be Isaiah Steinhilber, another dangerous hitter. He'll be doing the DH in today. His 19 RBIs leads the team. He's got 17 hits, a 362 batting average, and a 492 on base. So very, very tough guy to get out, but Braden Grass is up for the challenge as Isaiah Steinhilber is going to step in here as we will begin this top of the second. Satellites up 3-0. So here comes the first delivery by Braden Grass. As a called strike, beautiful curveball again. So Braden Grass is really in command early here. Here comes the 0-1 as he's reaching there. So good, another great pitch there by Braden Grass as the count already moves to 0-2 here. The The 0-2 is another strikeout. So Braden Grass with his third strikeout of the day. He's also third strikeout on 3 pitches. So not only is he getting outs, but he's being effective with his pitches. Really in control early. This is something the Satellites and Zach Colt are very, very happy to see. Is now due up here. Here's the first pitch. Another first pitch strike there by Braden Grass as Kyle Janda is due up here for Boone Grove. It's Braden Grass is in the zone today. The Rooster. That one gets by him, so 1-1 here. Kyle Janda. Help pitcher out. Drew Murray last inning was able to get the last out of the inning. It was an infield pop-up. Oh, that's going to hit him, so first base run of the day will be Kyle Janda as he is hit by a pitch. So now Ben Truby, the catcher, will be due up next. That's going to be Braden Grass's first walk of the day. Kyle Janda leading off first as Ben Truby steps on the plate as he sees that one for ball 1. So 1-0 here to Truby. Kyle Janda leads off first. 1 out here as there's a pickoff attempt, but Janda's able to get back in time. Satellites are up 3-0 here in the top of the first. And there's 2-0 here to Ben Truby. So here comes the 2-0 delivery from Braden Grass. Oh, batter calls for time, but Grass still throws the ball. It's a smart move there by Braden Grass. It's not a smart idea to stop your windup halfway through. Could, potentially cause injury. So good on Braden Grass there as he gets another whiff right there. So I believe the count is 2-1 here. 2-1 here on Ben Truby with Kyle Janda off first. Good stop there by Jackson Boss. So 3-1 here. Ben Truby has a .978 fielding percentage, so that's going to be a walk. So back-to-back walks here by Braden Grass as the Boone Grove Wolves have their first runner in scoring position. As Ben Truby will be off first. Kyle Janda off second. Seth Pitcock, the third baseman, is up to the plate. 444 average this season. Or 446 on base percentage. That one's on the outside for a ball. So 1-0 here to Seth Pitcock. Got 7 RBIs this season. Here comes the 1-0 as he looks to bunt there. 2-0 here to Seth Pitcock. Satellites up 3-0 here in the top of the second inning. As he goes to bunt there again. Is that going to get down? It does. But all runners will advance. So very awkward bunt there. But hey, it worked. So Seth Pitcock will be off first. Kyle Janda on third. Ben Truby on second. Bases loaded here. He's now the first baseman. Aidan McCormick steps up to the plate. He's got 5 RBIs this season, 1 triple, 7 hits, 280 batting averages. Zach Conchar. Oh, that ball is poked to the second baseman, Gavin Gross. Can they turn 2? They're able to get 1, I believe, at first, but 1 run is going to score here for Boone Grove as they cut the lead down to 3-1, but Gavin Gross, a little bobble there at second, couldn't turn 2, but is able to get 1 out. So now there's 2 outs here at the top of the second as Aidan McCormick hits into a fielder's choice. As that ball gets by Jackson Boss, so Kyle Janda's going to score easily as now the score goes to 3-2 with Justin Hoover, the center fielder, due up next. So the Wolves have responded here in this top of the first, able to cut the lead down to 3-2 here. Their number 9 hitter, Justin Hoover, up to the plate. There's Seth Pitcock at third. Oof. Fooled Hoover there. Thought it was coming inside. Kind of shied away from that. Nice pitch there by Braden Grass as the count moves to 0-1 here. Nice pitch again there by Braden Grass as the count moves to 0-2. Right on that outside corner. 0-2 here on Justin Hoover. I apologize, 1-2. There was a pass ball earlier. Check swing. Did he go? He went. So Braden Grass is 4th strikeout of the day. But Boone Grove was able to score 2 runs in that top of the second. As we now go to the bottom of the second. Satellites up 3-2 here. Jacob Omen will be leading off. Then Brandon Young will be on deck, the center fielder. Then back to Zach Hanchar, the third baseman. The third baseman. As Drew Murray comes out here to pitch this bottom of the second. Had a frustrating first inning. Jackson Boss had a beautiful hit up the middle. I thought for a second Murray made the play on it, but a little too fast and got by. Jackson Boss had a beautiful RBI single. And Tommy Sullivan came up, had an RBI single. And then Bradley Farrell was able to score on a pass ball. So heads up base running by the Satellites as they are up 3-2 here in the bottom of the second. Jacob Omen, the right fielder, pitched the other day. Now he's playing right field. He's got a .290 average, 17 RBIs. He's got 2 triples this year, 410 on base percentages. He will lead it off here for the Satellites. Here comes the first delivery by Drew Murray. Inside in the dirt, so 1-0 here on Jacob Omen. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Takes that one inside and low for a ball, so 2-0 here on Drew Murray, or on Jacob Omen. The 2-0, that one swung on and hit to center field. Is it going to get down? It will. So Jacob Omen's legging out a double. He's thinking about 3. He's going 3. Jacob Omen will be in there safely for a triple. What a start for the Satellites as Jacob Omen gets his 3rd triple of the season. As now Brandon Young will be due up here, center fielder. So great start by the Satellites. Both innings they were able to get the leadoff batter on, and as we all know, if the leadoff man gets on, it's always a good opportunity to start scoring runs in that inning. So the Satellites are in a great position here with Brandon Young due up, third baseman for the Wolves. Seth Pitcock playing in a little bit. First baseman as well, Aidan McCormick, a couple steps. As Brandon Young looks to bunt, as that's going to be a picture-perfect bunt. So we got some great bunting here as Brandon Young gets on with a little dinker there. But now the Satellites have a man on first and third with their leadoff batter. Have to imagine that Brandon Young's going to be stealing here, and I hope that Truby does not throw there to second because with Jacob Omen's speed at third, he will easily score. So there's a pickoff attempt, very close, but Brandon Young gets back in time. Zach Honchar singled his last time up. Nice blooper to right field. He's looking to bunt here, so Seth Pitcock moves in. The Satellites here being very early, very aggressive early against a really good pitcher in Drew Murray. And Zach looks to bunt there again. Seth, a couple more steps in. There goes Brandon Young. He's stealing second. He's going to be in time as the double steal works. Jacob Omen will score, so the score will go to 4-2 for South Central. Is now Brandon Young's on third, so a little bit of a mental error there by the Boone Grove Wolves, something we're not used to seeing. As that's a picture-perfect play there by Zach Coulter. He's able now to have Brandon Young here at third with still nobody out. His leadoff batter. He takes that one high. Drew Murray with a tough start here, giving up 4 runs here. First 2 innings, and still nobody out here in this bottom of the second. Zach takes that one on the inside for a strike, so I believe it's 2-1 here to Zach. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. He pops that one up. Is it playable? Nope. It is going to go foul. So 2-2 here on Zach. He's having a sensational sophomore year. Him and Gavin Gross, the 2 sophomores, back-to-back leading off, and then Gavin Gross on deck. 2 really good infield fielders here for the Satellites as the 2-2 is high. And now it's a full count here. Brandon Young off of third. And here comes the delivery from Drew Moore. As that one is hit to the second baseman, so great play there by Zach Honchar, but he is out at first, but that's going to be a RBI here by Zach as the Satellites go up 5-2 here. With Gavin Gross due up next. That's the first out of the inning. With Gavin Gross, who had a little bit of an awkward bunt his last time up. He swings that one, but that's hit right over there to Seth Pitcock. The third baseman delivers a nice throw to Aidan McCormick, so that's going to be the second out of the inning. So a couple of back-to-back outs there by Drew Murray. He's blazing. Bradley Farrell is up next. He had a really nice single his last time up to left field. Here comes the first delivery to Bradley as he swings through that one. So 0-1 here to Bradley Farrell. The 0-1. A little bit of a check swing there by Bradley, fouled off, so the count moves to 1-1 here. Bradley calls for time there. Satellites up 5-2 here in the bottom of the second, 2 outs. Bradley fouls that one off to the left. So 1-2 here on Bradley Farrell. Here comes the 1-2 delivery as Drew Murray gets his first strikeout of the day. Bradley Farrell strikes out, but the Satellites did some more damage there, added 2 more runs. Great response after Braden Grass gave up 2 in that top of the second, giving them a little bit of a 3-run cushion here as we head to the top of the third. With Xavier
Hello, Satellite fans. All-Star Autos.
Xavier Carrera is going to be due up here. So we'll begin this top of the third here. Braden Grass has given up 2 runs, but he's got 4 strikeouts, 2 walks. In control of that strike zone, though, even though he does have a couple walks. He's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, being very aggressive early on, putting these hitters in a little bit of a hole. So here comes the leadoff man here for the Boone Grove Wolves, Xavier Carrera, who struck out on 3 pitches his last time up. Sensational freshman. There's a ball, so 1-0 here to Xavier. He swings through that one. Great pitch there by Braden Grass. The count moves to 1-1. Xavier's got 19 hits this year. Takes that on the outside for a ball. 2-1 here. Carrera, as he calls for time. Ump doesn't grant it, so big swing and a miss there, so 2-2. Called for time a little bit late there. Here comes the 2-2. Outside, so full count here. Braden Grass going to settle down here. There calls for time again, so Braden Grass is going to pause his routine real quick, but step back on the mound here to deliver this 3-2 payoff pitch, and it is a ball on the outside corner, very close, but just a little outside. So the leadoff man for the Wolves will reach safely on a walk, as that will be Braden Grass's 3rd walk of the day, with now his brother Davian Carrera, Xavier's brother Davian, who also struck out his last time on 3 pitches. He'll be due up next. He swings through that one, so another swing and a miss there by Braden Grass, as the count moves to 0-1. As there's nobody out here in the top of the 3rd, Satellites up 5-2. There's a pickoff attempt by Braden Grass, but Xavier Carrera is able to get back in time. So here's the 0-1 pitch, is a ball that's a little high, so Davian takes that one for a ball. His count is now 1-1. 1-1 delivery from Grass is another swing and a miss. Great high fastball there as the count moves to 1-2 here. Let's see if Braden Grass goes back to that patented curveball. Here comes the 1-2 from Braden Grass, as there goes Xavier Carrera. Jackson Boss can't get him in time, so that's going to be a stolen base by Xavier Carrera. As the Boone Grove Wolves get a man in scoring position here with nobody out. Here comes the 2-2. That's going to be high, so full count here to Davian. Braden Grass adjusting himself there on the mound. He'll deliver this 3-2 payoff pitch here. And the pitch swung on, foul back. Oof. That was millimeters from our camera, so glad it did not hit the camera. That would have been a travesty. Now we will see another 3-2 full count, but Davian calls time here. Boone Grove Wolves trying to get used to the pace of Braden Grass, has a very quick routine and windup, so they're trying to get acclimated to that. Calling a lot of time here early on. But here comes the full count pitch. Foul back. Can Boss make a plan? Nope, too far back. So another full count pitch here by Braden Grass, as Davian's really battling here. Good at bat. This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat. That one is popped up into center field, deep left center field. Man, he really got a great rip on that one. But Brandon Young gets under it, so that's going to be the first out of the inning. But Xavier Carrera will advance to third here with the pitcher Drew Murray, who popped up his last time up. He is up to the plate. For a second, I thought that was just going to be an infield pop fly, but man, he really got a good hold of that one. Pushed Brandon Young, who's playing a deep center already, into that left center field spot, but was able to get under it and make the first out of the inning here for the Satellites. As Drew Murray sees this one and rips it into right field. Is it going to stay fair? It does. So 1 run is going to score here for the Wolves as Drew Murray's thinking about second. He'll slide in. So that's a double here for Drew Murray as the Wolves cut this lead to 5-3. Beautiful rip there by Drew Murray. Just pushed that into right field. Jacob Omen couldn't get there. But at least he holds them to 2. As now Isaiah Steinhilber, who struck out, he will be due up next. He takes that one for a ball, so 1-0 here to Isaiah. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. That one's high, so 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. Braden Grass. He's off the mound. Nice pitch there by Grass. The count moves to 2-1 here. Drew Murray on second. Only 1 out here. It's top of the third. Satellites up 5-3. Another time by the Boone Grove Wolves. So that is their 4th called time here today. It's still trying to get used to Braden Grass's fast pace. There's the 2-1 delivery. He's in the dirt. Drew Murray was thinking about second. Now he's in a pickle. He falls down. So heads up play there by Jackson Boss as they get Drew Murray in a little bit of a predicament there. It's heads up play there by Jackson Boss. And now the Wolves lose their runner in scoring position. 3-1 count here to Isaiah Steinhilber. But that helps Braden Grass out big time as he lasers that one in for a strike. So this will be the 3rd full count batter here of the inning. It's 2 outs. Braden Grass. That's going to be a hit over to short. Bradley Farrell scoops it, makes the play in time to Tommy Sullivan. So that's going to be the 3rd out of the inning as the Satellites are able to escape, only giving up 1 run. As we'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Satellites up 5-3 here in this Porter County Conference Championship game. As Bryson Glissick, who flew out his last time up, put a great swing on it though, hit it right to left field. He will be due up next here to start this bottom of the 3rd. There's Bryson Glissick, 380 batting average, 1 home run. He's got a 429 on base percentage. Also can do some pitching as well.
Hello, Satellite fans. All-Star Autos, a proud sponsor of Regan's Corner and Satellite Baseball. Please go check them out. They specialize in low-mileage, high-quality vehicles in LaPorte County, leader in the used car business. If you want all-star prices and a great vehicle, go down and contact them below and be an all-star today.
So we'll get this bottom of the 3rd here rolling pretty shortly. As believe Drew Murray's going to come out here and pitch. He's had a rough couple of innings to his standards. He's one of the better pitchers here in Porter County. Now we'll begin this bottom of the third here. Bryson Glissick flew out to left his last time up. Put a really nice swing on it, though. Here comes the first pitch at the bottom of the third as that hits him. Oh, no, called strike. My mistake. Looked like it was coming inside, but that's going to be a 0-1 here to Bryson. As he pokes that one to the second baseman. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. As there's a really, really good play there by the second baseman for the Boone Grove Wolves. As Bryson Glissick is retired on a ground out. So 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Satellites up 5-3. Jackson Boss, who had a beautiful RBI single right at the middle, steps up to the plate and he sees that one for a ball. So 1-0 here to Jackson Boss. Here comes the 1-0. That ball is ripped to the shortstop. Does he make the catch? He doesn't. Can Jackson leg it out? He cannot. So that's going to be the second out of the inning as the shortstop, Kyle Janda, couldn't catch it, was able to make a nice scoop and throw to first base. That's quickly the second out of the inning here with Tommy Sullivan, who also has an RBI single in this game. He is up next. He takes that one inside for a ball. Tommy Sullivan, one of the highest graded defensive players on this team, has only made 1 error this season. Really great first baseman for the Satellites. Also has a 1.24 ERA as he rips that one to the third baseman Pitcock, but it is foul. Here comes the 1-1 to Tommy. Takes that one on the outside for a ball, so good eye there by Tommy Sullivan. 11 RBIs this season, 15 hits, 455 on base percentage as he swings through that one. Big swing by Tommy. Now the count moves to 2-2 here. The 2-2, or apologize, that was 2-3 or 3-2. So now Tommy Sullivan's going to get on for a walk. It's the second time he has reached base safely today. 2 outs here. Matt Knight, who popped up his last time up. It looks like there's a little bit of a conference here between the umpire at second and Drew Murray. Not sure what they're talking about, but a little bit of a conference there. The pitcher's mound is, here comes the first delivery to Matt Knight. And he takes that one high for a ball. 1-0 here to Matt Knight. Matt Knight also only made 1 error this season. Very good fielder. 268 on base percentage as there's a pickoff attempt. 7 RBIs, 8 hits. As that one is another ball, so good eye here by Matt Knight. Quickly ahead 2-0. Fastball count here. Takes that one high, so 3-0. Another great eye there by Matt Knight. We're in the bottom of the third. Satellites up 5-3. 2 outs here. Matt Knight up at the dish. He takes that one for ball 4, so 4 straight pitches there by Drew Murray. 4 balls is now Jacob Omen, who hit a gorgeous single his last time, or a gorgeous triple his last time up. as there's going to be a conference here at the mound. Big decision here by Boone Grove. Maybe they're just trying to calm Drew Murray's nerves a little bit. Can't imagine they would be taking him out here. Jacob Omen got 17 stolen bases this year, 3 triples. Leads the team. .410 on base percentage and a .290 batting average. Looks like Drew Murray's gonna continue this game here. Looked like they just wanted to go over some things at the mound. So Jacob Omen steps up. 2 outs here, bottom of the third. Satellites up 5-3. Here comes the first delivery by Murray. So Omen takes that one for a strike. So 0-1 here on Jacob Omen. Here comes the 0-1. The 0-1 is swung on. Is that going to get down to right field? It does not. So, it does get down. So 1 run's going to score here for the Satellites. Another triple for Jacob Omen as 2 runs score for the Satellites, pushing the lead to 7-3. Jacob Omen, have yourself a day. Back-to-back triples. His 4th triple of the season as the Satellites extend that lead here, 7-3. In the bottom of the third, with Brandon Young, who was able to reach on a bunt his last time up. He takes that curveball for a strike, so 0-1 here to Brandon Young. And here comes the 0-1. That ball is fouled back. So 0-2 here on Brandon Young, has to protect. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss, so Drew Murray gets out of the inning, but not before the Satellites add 2 more runs as they are fired up here, heading out to start this top of the 4th. They got their ace on the mound, Braden Grass. But the story of this game has been the aggressive hitting here by the Satellites. Bradley Farrell had a couple nice hits. Zach Honchar had an RBI single. Jackson Boss, Tommy Sullivan. Jacob Omen's having a big day after having a rough game the other day. So good redemption here by Jacob Omen. He has 2 triples. RBI, two-run RBI triple that last inning. So he is having a day here against the number 1 Boone Grove Wolves and their ace on the hill, Drew Murray. As we will move here to the top of the 4th. Satellites up 7-3. With Braden Grass, who has been in control all day. He'll come out here. It's now Kyle Janda, the shortstop. He'll be due up next here to start this top of the 4th. He was hit by a pitch his last time out. Here comes and he is almost hit by a pitch there again. So 1-0 here to Kyle Janda. And takes that one for a strike on the outside. Good pitch there by Braden Grass. 1-1 here to Kyle Janda. That ball is ripped past the third baseman, Zach Honchar. That's going to be a single here by Kyle Janda, so he has reached base safely in both his plate appearances today. As now the catcher, Ben Truby, who walked his last time up, he'll be due up next here. Seth Pitcock's on deck. Phenomenal third baseman for the Wolves. As here comes the first delivery to Truby, as that one is going to get by. Thought it hit him for a second, but Kyle Janda will advance to second there, so Boone Grove will have a runner in scoring position. Still nobody out here. Top of the fourth. Satellites up 7-3. Ben Truby up to the plate. 1-0 count. As he takes, close pitch there. Thought that was going to be a strike, but umpire decided it was a ball. So 2-0 here. Ben Truby. There's a called strike. It looked like that was in the same location as the other pitch, but now it's apparently a strike now. So 2-1 here on Ben Truby. As he takes that one for a ball. So another close pitch there by Braden Grass. But count will move to 3-1 here on Ben Truby. Very good hitting and defensive catcher all around. So that one's a ball. Braden Grass on his knees. Didn't understand that one. This umpire strike zone may be a little bit inconsistent here. Looked like those pitches were very similar, but umpire called two of them balls and one of them strikes, so not exactly sure where his zone is, but have to respect his call. So Seth Pitcock, who singled his last time up, takes that one for a ball. 1-0 here on Seth. Here comes the 1-0. That one's high, so 2-0 here. And every umpire will have a different strike zone. I think the most important thing is just consistency. So if the pitch is in the same area, you got to keep calling it a strike for both sides and a ball for both sides. So that's just my pet peeve with some umpires. It's just a little bit of consistency issues. But here comes the 2-0, so that's going to be 2-1 here. Yep, 2-1. Here comes the 2-1 delivery from Braden Grass. As Pitcock looks to bunt there. Did it hit him? He thinks it did, but umpire does not. So Seth Pitcock, who threw his bat, is going to have to get it back. He thought for sure that hit him, but umpire brings him back here as the count moves to 3-1. Looks to bunt again. That ball gets by the catcher boss, but it was going to be a walk anyway, so runners are going to advance anyway. As now the bases are jammed here with Aidan McCormick, who grounded out his last time up. Aidan McCormick, the lefty first baseman. Tommy Sullivan playing a little bit in the grass here. That's a great pitch there by Braden Grass to start him out 0-1. So here comes the 0-1 from Braden Grass. That one swung on, put in play to the second baseman. Gavin Grossi just going to have to make the play there at first. So now 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Satellites up 7-4. As Aidan McCormick gets an RBI there, hits into a fielder's choice with Justin Hoover, who struck out his last time up. Due up as he fouls that one off to the right. So 0-1 here on Justin. Boone Grove still has 2 men in scoring position. 2 outs here. Top of the fourth. Satellites up 7-4. The 0-1 check swing. Not sure where the umpire saw that one. Looked good to me. The count moves to 1-1 here. Not sure if that was a little low to him, but looked good to me. He has the better view, so here comes the 1-1. There's a called strike. So 1-2 here to Justin Hoover. So here comes the 1-2 delivery to Hoover. Popped up, foul, going back. So way to battle here by Hoover as he fouls out, pitch off, but count still remains at 1-2 here. Here comes the 1-2 from Braden Grass. Strike 3 looking. Braden Grass gets his 5th strikeout of the day. As I thought that was the last out, but nope, this is now 2 outs here. Xavier Carrera takes that one for a strike. He is struck out and walked today. Also has a stolen base. Satellites are up 7-4 here in this top of the first. That one's poke foul, so quickly 0-2 here on Xavier. Let's see what pitch Braden Grass goes here on the 0-2. Fouls it off, so good protect there by Xavier Carrera. Just is able to poke that one foul. Count remains still 0-2 though. Here comes the 0-2. A little bit on the outside, so 1-2 here. Carrera. His brother Davian is on deck. Walked his last time up. As Xavier calls for time. These Boone Grove hitters are still trying to get used to this pace of Braden Grass. Likes to move very quickly. Outside, 2-2 here. As a fan, I very much appreciate his pace. Likes to keep the game going. So 2-2. Another ball, very, very similar pitch there. So 3-2 here to Xavier Carrera. Men on second and third. 2 outs here as he fouls that one off. Just got a little bit of that. Here comes the delivery from Braden Grass. Xavier is going to take a walk here as he has now back-to-back walks in both of his plate appearances. Struck out his first time up, but is able to get 2 walks. Stolen base is now Davian, who absolutely crushed the ball to deep left center his last time up. Brandon Young was able to get under it, but hit the ball very far. He is due up here. He's got 1 home run this season as he swings through that one. So good pitch there by Braden Grass. He's got the highest slugging percentage on the team as well with a .688 slugging, a .526 on base percentage, which essentially means he gets on base half the time he steps up to the plate. So that's very impressive as he takes that one for a ball. So 1-1 here to Davian Carrera. as he rips that one into right center field. So 1 run's going to score here. 2 runs are going to score for the Wolves. They're thinking about 3. So 3 runs score for the Boone Grove Wolves. Xavier Carrera with a 3-run RBI double. As now the score goes to 7-6. What an at-bat there by Xavier. Able to cut the lead. Only down to 1 run here for the Satellites, as they're going to have a meeting here at the mound. But Xavier Carrera absolutely ripped that one in the right center field. 3 runs are going to get across here, so he'll be credited with a 3-run RBI double, which is exactly what Boone Grove needed here. It looks like Braden Grass's day is over with. Gave up 6 runs here, 5 strikeouts, 4 walks. So as it looks like maybe Josh can help me out here. Is that Bradley Farrell? Who are they bringing in to pitch here? I believe that is Bradley Farrell. Just double checking, Josh. Is that Bradley Farrell on the mound? Good way to know if it's Bradley Farrell is to watch his fastball. If it's blazing, you know it's Bradley. So let's see if it's Bradley Farrell on the mound. I think it is. So here comes Bradley Farrell, the pitch against the pitcher for the Boone Grove Wolves, Drew Murray. As that one's going to get by Jackson Boss, so Xavier Carrera will advance to third here. So 1-0 here to Drew Murray as he swings through that one. So 1-1. Bradley Farrell, the University of Kentucky commit. Another great pitch there by Bradley. Man, that fastball is. He just blows hitters away sometimes with that fastball. I remember when he came in relief for Bryson Glissick against Washington Township, they just had absolutely no answer. Here's the 1-2. Very close pitch. Bradley Farrell was walking off, thought he had it, but umpire calls it a ball. Very close pitch. As the count moves to 1-2 here. The 1-2 is swung on, so Bradley Farrell comes in, strikes out Drew Murray. Bradley Farrell's first strikeout of the day as Boone Grove has done their damage. 7-6 here. Very, very close ball game, folks. Please stay with us. This one's going to come down to the very end. As it looks like Drew Murray, the umpire, Zach Honchar is going to begin this bottom of the fourth here. Satellites up 7-6 here. Drew Murray's going to come out here and pitch this bottom of the fourth. Very offensive-minded game here early on. Two elite pitchers on both sides. Braden Grass and Drew Murray have struggled a little bit, but hey, they've been going up against some really good hitters, so you have to give credit where credit's due. I mean, both teams, Jackson Boss, Bryson Glissick, Bradley Farrell, Jacob Omen, hitting the ball very well for the Satellites. And for Boone Grove, I mean, they're taking their walks. Xavier Carrera had a big 3-run RBI double. Aidan McCormick hitting to a fielder's choice RBI. A lot of guys have just been taking their pitches, though, and a lot of walks here today for Boone Grove. Xavier Carrera's reached base twice safely with a couple walks. He also has a stolen base. Is Zach Honchar, who had a RBI ground out his last time up, takes that one for a called strike. So 0-1 here to Zach. Have a little bit of a delay in the signal here, but should be back here pretty shortly. For the 0-1, I believe that's a ball, so 1-1 here to Zach. A little bit of a delay in the stream. Not sure what the count is, but he takes that one for a ball. He swings through that one. Strike 2 here on Zach. I believe the count is either 2-2 or 3-2. Or wait, no, this is Gavin Gross up now. So as he rips that one into left field, the left fielder for Boone Grove, Carrera, makes the play on it. So that's going to be the second out of the inning here for Boone Grove, as Drew Murray is able to retire the leadoff hitter, and then Gavin Gross, back-to-back sophomores. Drew Murray is able to get both of them out, as now Blaze and Bradley Farrell, who will be pitching now, struck out his last time up, but had a nice single back in the first inning. He'll be batting here in the bottom of the fourth. He rips that one past the second baseman, so another great hit there by Bradley. That ball was absolutely torqued. As now the Satellites have a man on here, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth. Satellites up 7-6. With Bryson Glissick up to the plate. He grounded out his last time up. Has yet to reach base safely here today. There's a pickoff attempt back to Bradley Farrell, but he's safe in time. Bradley's got 11 stolen bases this year, so Drew Murray has to keep that in the back of his mind while trying to pitch here to Bryson Glissick. And he takes that one for a ball, so good eye there by Bryson. Bryson leads the team in doubles and slugging percentage as he fouls that one off. Bradley Farrell off of first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth. As that one's ripped into right field, can the right fielder, Xavier Carrera, get under it? He does not, so Bradley Farrell's thinking about coming home. Is that going to be an RBI double for Bryson Glissick? It is. Bradley Farrell stomps on the plate. 8-6 ball game. What a hit there by Bryson Glissick. Absolutely ripped that ball into right center field. That's going to be a 1-run RBI double there for Bryson Glissick. His first hit of the day, and spoke it into existence. He leads the team in doubles. That's going to be his 9th double of the season. It's going to increase his slugging percentage a little bit more. as now Jackson Boss is up to the plate. He swings for the first pitch there. The shortstop is unable to make the play, so Bryson Glissick's thinking about home. Is that going to be another RBI here for Jackson Boss? It is, and he gets into second. Bryson Glissick is fired up. That's going to be another RBI for Jackson Boss, his second RBI of the game, as the Satellites go up 9-6 here. What a response after Boone Grove was able to get 3 runs there back in that 4th inning, that top of the 4th. So what a response here by the Satellites as they hold on to that 3-run lead here with Tommy Sullivan. A little 2-out rally hitting by the Satellites. As now Tommy Sullivan's up to the plate. He is an RBI already in this game. And a big swing through that one. So strike 1 here on Tommy Sullivan. Tommy's reached base safely in both his plate appearances. Now Ben Truby's going to go out and talk with Drew Murray. A little 2-out rally going here for the Satellites. Started off with Bradley Farrell, then goes to Bryson Glissick, and then Jackson Boss. And now Tommy Sullivan up to the dish. A phenomenal first baseman for the Satellites. So he takes that one for a ball. Good eye there by Tommy. These Satellites, you can just tell their confidence is growing with every run they score. They feel like they can dethrone the number 1 seed Boone Grove as Tommy swings through that one. So another strike here on Tommy. Got a battle here with 2 strikes, but you can sense that there's something in the air here, ladies and gentlemen, with these Satellites. They've got a lot of confidence. Momentum is on their side, as that's a good eye there by Tommy. Boone Grove has yet to lose a game against a Porter County Conference opponent, but they are down here 9-6 in the bottom of the 4th. Tommy Sullivan rips that one into left field. Is it going to get down? Tommy Sullivan with an RBI double. Is that going to be a home run? Oh my goodness. Home run by Tommy Sullivan. A 2-run blast. Absolutely hammered that ball to left field. And the Satellites with some clutch 2-out hitting here as he's greeted by the whole team.
That is an absolute Sullivan bomb on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Aidan, Tommy going yard on that one.
So Tommy Sullivan gets his first home run of the year, and what a time to get that first home run, as Drew Murray has given up 11 runs here through 4 innings. The Satellites, as that one's ripped on to center field, and that is going to be the last out of the inning. But man, how about these Satellites? As you can tell, they have all the momentum in the world right now. 5 runs with 2 outs. Start with Bradley Farrell, hands the baton to Bryson Glissick, who then proceeds to hand the baton to Jackson Boss. And then Tommy Sullivan caps it off with a 2-run blast to give the Satellites an 11-6 lead here. As we head to the top of the 5th, Blaze and Bradley Farrell on the mound, and you can just feel that these Satellites, they can almost feel it, but they got to get 9 more outs. There's still a lot of baseball left, so have to stay composed. But man, talk about coming out, being aggressive, taking what they've been given, and just absolutely dominating here. One of the best hitting performances I've seen by the Satellites all season. And boy, talk about a perfect time to have it, as now they just have to play a little defense here. But Boone Grove has plenty of power and plenty of great hitters in their lineup. Obviously, we have the Carrera brothers, Drew Murray, Isaiah Steinhilber. So these Boone Grove Wolves will not go down easy, but these Satellites just need 9 more outs. As now the DH here for Boone, or I apologize, here comes that's Steinhilber. So it looks like Isaiah Steinhilber, the DH, struck out early in this game. Also, that one hits him, so he flings his bat. He gets on safely, so that's going to be a leadoff hit by pitch here. As Kyle Janda, the senior, also playing shortstop. He singled his last time up. Also was hit by a pitch back in the second inning. Looks like they may be pinch running here for Steinhilber. So nobody out here in this top of the fifth. Satellites up 11-7. It's now Kyle Janda steps into the box. Bradley Farrell checks on the runner at first. Delivers a fastball right down the middle. So 0-1 here on Kyle Janda. Ben Truby is on deck. Bradley checks on the runner at first again. Delivers the 0-1 as he gets another swing and a miss here. There's a quickly 0-2 count here on Kyle Janda. Jackson Boss gets his pitcher a nice clean ball here. Don't want to have any dirt on it for Blazing Bradley Farrell. He's in a great groove right now. 0-2 here on Kyle Janda. Bradley looks over. Pitch. Oh, that ball is going to get by Jackson Boss, so runner's going to be in scoring position here for Boone Grove. As now it's 11-7 here in the top of the fifth. Nobody out. Kyle Janda up to the plate. Bradley Farrell on the mound. 1-2 count. High, 2-2. 2-2 here on Kyle Janda. Here comes a 2-2 delivery from Bradley Farrell, and that looks like it deflected off of something. I thought it hit him at first, but maybe it got the front of his bat. So I believe it's still 2-2. It could be 3-2 though. And the delivery from Bradley Farrell, strike 3. Bradley Farrell, second strikeout of the game. What a response there after hitting the leadoff batter. So now Ben Truby is up next. Just walked back in the second inning. Reached base safely his next time up as well with a walk. So 1 out here, top of the fifth. Satellites holding on to that 4-run lead as that's going to be another inside ball here. So 2-0 here on Ben Truby. Two-0 outside. 3-0 here on Ben Truby. Seth Pitcock's on deck. Phenomenal third baseman for the Wolves, as that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Ben Truby. So he will reach base safely again. It's now Seth Pitcock, number 7. Looks like they're going to come talk with Bradley here. Big inning here. Satellites exploded that last inning. But the Boone Grove Wolves have responded here. Got 2 guys out on base, first and second, only 1 out. Seth Pitcock, who is singled back in the second, walked in the fourth. This will be his 3rd plate appearance of the day. Aidan Mccormick's on deck. Hitting to a RBI fielder's choice his last time up. It looks like they're just going to come speak with Bradley very fast, and we'll resume this at bat here. So Seth Pickock up to the plate, 1 out. First pitch of the at bat is a called strike. So nice pitch there by Bradley Farrell. 0-1 here on Pickock. Goes to bunt. Pulls back in time. So 1-1 here. Tommy Sullivan taking a good couple steps inside the grass here. There's another bunt attempt, but a little high. So 2-1 on Seth Pickock. Bradley playing in again, goes to bunt. That very close pitch, but ball 3, so 3-1 here. Aidan Mccormick on deck. Tommy Sullivan playing very, very in on that first base side. Is it another bunt attempt? But that's going to be a walk, so Seth Pickock with another walk here as now we have bases loaded. Aidan McCormick, who had the bases loaded his last time up, hit into a RBI fielder's choice. Looks like he's getting some signs here from his third base coach. The first pitch is a ball, so 1-0 here. Aidan McCormick. See if Bradley Farrell can get out of this jam here. Still, Satellites have a comfortable lead, but things can change very fast with one swing of the at-bat, as that's another ball. So 2-0 here on McCormick. Here comes the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Good high fastball there by Bradley Farrell. Avoids going in that 3-0 hole, as now the count is 2-1 here. The 2-1 inside. Great play there by Jackson Boss. The count is 3-1. Wonder if McCormick got the take sign here, if the head coach of the Wolves is giving him the green light. We will find out here shortly. The 3-1 is a walk. So the Wolves cut this lead down to 3. Now it's 11-8 here. Bradley Farrell walks in a run, is now Justin Hoover. Steps up to the dish. Comes the first pitch to Hoover. He takes that one for a strike. 0-1 here to Justin Hoover. The 0-1. Nice pitch there by Bradley. So 2 really good back-to-back pitches, as now Justin Hoover's in a little bit of a hole here. Down 0-2, has to protect. The 0-2. Poked in play to the second baseman. They're going to try and turn 2. They get him at second, but not in time at first. Or not in time at second. So that's just going to be, oh, yes, he is out at second. A little bit of a delay there, but he is out at second. But Justin Hoover gets an RBI fielder's choice there. Is now the lead is cut down to 2 here for the Satellites. Is now Xavier Carrera, the left fielder, who has struck out, walked, and has a stolen base in this game. He'll be due up here. They're stealing. Is they going to throw it? Jackson Boss decides to keep it. Smart move there by Jackson. Don't want to risk the double steal there, so they're going to let Hoover steal second.
Is now Andrew Wazar in for catching for Jackson Boss.
So there's the brick wall, Andrew Wazar. I wonder if they may have move Jackson Boss either to left field or right field. That ball is a big swing and a miss. So 2 strikes here on Xavier Carrera. Andrew Wazar, one of my favorite players to watch on the Satellites, as Bradley Farrell gets out of it. Strike 3. The Satellites hold on to that lead, give up a couple runs there in the top of the 5th, but the Boone Grove Wolves strand 2 runners as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Satellites holding on to that 2-run edge here. As Jacob Omen will be due up next, who has had a massive game here today. He's got 2 triples, has a 2-run triple back in the 4th inning. Playing right field today, so big redemption here by Jacob after having a rough game pitching the other day. He's come in and hit the ball extremely well. Put his team in great opportunity to win this ball game, as Drew Murray's going to come out here in this bottom of the 5th. Wow. The Wolves are going to stick with Murray. Jacob Omen waits patiently. Trying to get his 3rd triple of the day. That's something I don't think I've seen in baseball. I've witnessed a no-hitter, I've witnessed a perfect game, but 3 triples, I mean, that's pretty unique. So we're in for a little bit of history here, folks, as Jacob Omen will be due up for his 3rd time up. As we will start this bottom of the 5th. Satellites holding on to that 2-run lead here, as it is now 11-9. But this is what we expected here. A very close ball game for the championship. The 2 best teams. It doesn't get much better than this. As the first pitch to Jacob Omen. He takes that one for a called strike. 0-1 here on Jacob Omen. The 0-1 is fouled back, so 0-2 here on Jacob. Jacob has to protect here. The 0-2. Fouled off to the right. Is it playable? First baseman Aidan McCormick can't make the play. Ball was a little bit out of his range there, so count's going to remain at 0-2 here. And here comes the 0-2 delivery from Murray, as Jacob Omen fouls that one off. So 2 back-to-back foul balls here by Jacob Omen as he continues to battle here. The 0-2 high, so 1-2 here on Jacob Omen. Check swing. He went, balls in the dirt. Nice play there by Ben Truby. So Jacob Omen, that's going to be the first time he's been out today. He strikes out there. Now there's 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Brandon Young up to the plate. Brandon Young had a beautiful bunt back in the 2nd inning as he takes that one for a ball. Get out of there by Brandon Young. This is somebody Drew Murray does not want to let on base. Here comes the 1-0. As that one almost hits him. Good job by Brandon to get out of the way on that. But as I was saying, Brandon Young, somebody that Drew Murray doesn't want to get on base. He's got 20 stolen bases, so he does not want to let Brandon get on base as he throws that one in for a strike. So 2-1 here on Brandon Young. The 2-1 That one swung on foul tip, so 2-2 here. Brandon Young. Here comes the 2-2. That one's poked over the first baseman. Can Brandon Young leg it out? He does. Is he safe? Umpire with a very delayed call, but he is going to be out there at first. Brandon Young with that speed, hard guy to get out, but McCormick, the lefty, is able to get him just in the nick of time. I thought Young was able to make it, but that's going to be the second out of the game as Brandon Young grounds out. Zach Honchar takes that one for a strike, so 0-1 here to Zach. There's a single and an RBI in this game as that one's popped up. See if McCormick or Truby calls it off. And that's going to be a foul ball, so a little bit of a miscommunication there by – looked like Murray was running over there too, and looked like all three of them had a shot there, but tough play there regardless. So 2 strikes here on Zach. Has to protect. See if he can battle here. Here comes the 0-2 from Murray. Swing and a miss. Drew Murray's third strikeout of the day as he gets 3 straight batters. For the Satellites, it's 3 up, 3 down. Zach Honchar's first strikeout of the day is now we head to the top of the 6th with the Satellites holding on to that 2-run lead here. Bradley Farrell is going to come out and pitch this top of the 6th, and the Satellites are 6 outs away from being crowned the Porter County Conference champions. But what a game, what a response. These teams met back on May 2nd. Boone Grove with a very dominant 8-2 win. Pitching and defensively, they were unstoppable, but you have to give credit to these Satellites. They looked past that game. They know that they were better than the performance that they put out there, and it's truly shown today as they've come out and really taken it to Drew Murray as we go to the top of the 6th as they have scored 11 runs here. So now we got I believe this is Xavier Carrera. He takes that one high for a ball. Yep, this is Xavier, a freshman. He takes that one on the outside for a ball. So 2 balls here by Bradley Farrell as the count moves to 2-0. The 2-0 is a called strike, so 2-1 here on Davian. Got a big 3-run RBI double early in this game. Cut the lead to 7-6 as he takes that one high for a ball. So 3-1 here on Davian. He's had a couple really good hits today. The freshman possesses a lot of power in that bat. He takes that one for a ball, so it's going to be a leadoff walk here for Xavier Carrera. Is now Drew Murray, who popped up his last time up. He will be due up here. This top of the 6th. Nobody out. Satellites up 11-9. That's a great pitch there by Bradley. Oof, umpire calls it a ball. Not sure where he saw that, if that was a little too low, but looked good to me. 1-0 here on Drew Murray. The 1-0. Close pitch again, 2-0 here. Drew Murray had a really nice double back in the third inning. Here comes the 2-0. Outside corner called strike. 2-1 here on Drew Murray. Here comes a 2-1 from Bradley Farrell. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. So 3-1 here. Looks like the home plate umpire was getting the call from the second base umpire there. So there's a pickoff attempt. Xavier Carrera is going to be back in time. As now that's going to be a walk. So back-to-back walks here by Bradley Farrell. With the dangerous Isaiah Steinhilber up to the plate. Looks like the home plate umpire is checking something. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm going to resume play here. The Wolves have 2 on, nobody out here, top of the 6th. Satellites up 11-9 as Steinhilber looks to bunt, puts one down. So that's going to be a sacrifice bunt here by Steinhilber as that ball gets by Tommy Sullivan. So 1 run's going to score here for Boone Grove, as that's going to be an error here by the Satellites, as they only hold on to a 1-run lead here. As now it looks like there's going to be a conference here at the mound, but there's a sacrifice bunt there by Steinhilber. Bradley Farrell's unable to make an accurate throw there to first, so 1 run's going to score. As now the Satellites are only up 1 run here in the top of the 6th. Nobody out. Men on first and third. With Kyle Janda, the shortstop, struck out his last time up. He'll be due up here. It's hit by a pitch back in the 2nd. Singled in the 3rd. He had a nice play defensively back in the 4th inning. Had a nice scoop and throw to first. So here we go. Men on first and third, nobody out. Satellites up 11-10. Kyle Janda looking to bunt here. There goes Steinhilber, and he'll be into second, standing up. So the double play is now off. Not sure what maybe there's a couple people on the field here for the Wolves, as he had to tell some people to back up. So a little bit of a pause in the action. We'll resume here. Good pitch there by Bradley. That one swung on, foul back, so 2 strikes here on Kyle Janda. Strikeout here would be huge for the Satellites. Bradley Farrell is in big jam here, but 2 strikes. Great stop there by Wazar. Oof, that saved the tying run from getting in, so the brick wall makes another great play there behind home as count moves to 2-2 here on Kyle Janda. 2-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout there by Bradley Farrell to get the first out of the inning. Kyle Janda strikes out, his second strikeout of the day, with Ben Truby, the catcher, who has walked in every single plate appearance. He will be due up next. He takes that one for a called strike, so good start here by Bradley. As Truby calls for time. Here comes the 0-1 to Truby. That one's high, so 1-1. The 1-1. 2-1. Little low. 2-1 here on Ben Truby. Phenomenal defensive catcher as well. 978 fielding percentage, but he takes that one for a strike. So 2-2 on Ben Truby. Probably the biggest pitch of the game here for the Satellites. And he gets him down on strikes. What a pitch there by Bradley Farrell when he needed it most. Gets his fourth strikeout of the game. That was a big-time strikeout there by Bradley Farrell, ice in the veins. They get 2 back-to-back strikeouts, but they need one more out here in the top of the 6th. Seth Pitcock, very hard guy to get out. Swings at that one to the shortstop. The play is he's out at first. Bradley Farrell gets out of the jam. Satellites hold on to that slight 1-run lead here as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Whew. Please stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, as this one's going to be a nail biter to the very end. As the Satellites...
Hello, sports fans. Break 4. Doing it a little bit different. Trying to give the cultural aspect to religion. Please go check them out down below on the website and on their shop for further information on the shop. Great material. And go ask Erica and Alex. Go Satellites.
So now we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th. Satellite holding on to that slight 1-run lead here. As Drew Murray is going to come out, pitch this bottom of the 6th. He's thrown a lot of pitches today. 3 strikeouts. Giving up 11 runs. Hasn't walked many batters, but the Satellites have had a day here against them. Tommy Sullivan with a big 2-run blast. His first home run of the season. Jackson Baugh having a great game as well. Jacob Omen, couple triples. Bryson Glissick, Bradley Farrell. As now Gavin Gross, the second baseman, is due up to the plate. As we begin this bottom of the 6th, Satellites up 11-10. As Gavin Gross takes that one for a called strike. So 0-1 here to Gavin. Takes that one high, so 1-1. Gavin has a 300 average this year. He takes that one for a ball, so it's 2-1. Got 8 ribbies, 4 doubles, 18 hits, 330, 366 on base percentage. As he swings through that one, so 2 strikes here on Gavin Gross. Bradley Farrell on deck. That one's poked into left field. It's going to be caught there by the left fielder. Xavier Carrera made a couple nice plays there in left field, as that's going to be the first out of the inning for the Satellites. That's going to be a line out there for Gavin Gross, with Bradley Farrell coming up to the plate. Looks like going to be a pitching conference here, or a conference at the mound. Little fist bump action there by Bryson Glissick and Bradley Farrell. RBI leaders here for the Satellites. Two of them also pitch as well. Those are two really good baseball players, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the best players in Porter County. Bradley Farrell is going to continue his baseball career at Kentucky. He takes that one low for a ball, so 1-0 here to Bradley Farrell. The 1-0, 2-0. A little bit on the outside, a little low, so 2-0 here to Bradley Farrell. 2-0. Looks like that was the same pitch, so 3-0 here to Bradley Farrell. Three-0 inside, ball 4, Bradley Farrell on base. One out here in the bottom of the 6th. See if Zach Coulter tries to steal here with Bradley Farrell, who has 11 stolen bases this year. Bryson Glissick takes that one for a ball. Good eye there by Bryson. Jackson Boss on deck here. 1-0 here to Bryson Glissick. Swings through that one. Big swing, so 1-1 here to Bryson. Here comes the 1-1 from Drew Murray. That one's poked over to the second baseman, so he's going to make the out at first, but Bradley Farrell is going to advance to second. So the Satellites have a man in scoring position with their guy, Jackson Boss. That's 2 RBIs today. He'll be up here with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Trying to give the Satellites a 2-run lead here. They're currently up 11-10. See if Jackson can come in clutch here and add some more insurance runs here for the Satellites as Drew Murray steps off there. So here comes the first pitch to Jackson Boss. First pitch is high for a ball. Good eye there by Jackson. Here comes the 1-0 delivery from Drew Murray. The 1-0 swung on, put in play to center field. Is it going to drop? It does not. Oof. Thought Jackson Boss was going to get that in for a bloop shot. Very close play there, but the Satellites have an opportunity to win the championship here. 3 outs away, up 1 run. Looks like Blazing Bradley Farrell is going to come close this game here. Talk about playoff intensity. I should say championship intensity. This is as good as it gets. 2 really good teams. The 2 best teams in Porter County are duking it out here, throwing haymaker after haymaker. Who's going to be the last team standing is the Satellites are 3 outs away from being crowned the Porter County champions. As Boone Grove will have Aidan Mccormick, the first baseman, Justin Hoover, the center fielder, then Xavier Carrera, the left fielder. As it does not get better than this, as Bradley Farrell's taking a moment there on the mound. Looks like Umpire's going to go check him out there. I'm not sure what's going on.
It looks like something in his eye. Maybe a contact here. But Bradley Farrell, while we take this moment, was in the same situation against the eventual state champions last year in Washington Township. So let's see if young Farrell can pull this one off.
Yeah, Blazing Bradley Farrell with probably the 3 biggest outs of his life here. Satellites have played a great game here today. It's been an exciting game to watch and call. Eager to see how this game ends, but yeah, it looks like he may have got maybe a contact issue or maybe some dirt in there. I know sometimes my contacts slip out, and that is very, very painful. So just give him some time to adjust it there. I'm sure he'll be back on the mound here shortly. But as here comes Aidan Mccormick to lead off here, the top of the 7th. He takes that one for a ball. 1-0 here on McCormick as he calls for time there. Bradley Farrell's in a very fast-paced mood here. I love it. He wants to win this game here as here comes the 1-0. That swung on and missed, so 1 strike here on Aidan McCormick. As the count moves to 1-1. The 1-1 from Bradley Farrell is a low. Thought it was close, but umpire called it a ball, so 2-1 here. The 2-1 from Bradley Farrell almost hits McCormick as the count moves to 3-1. The 3-1 from Bradley Farrell is a strike, so full count here. Does not get much better than this. Top of the 7th. Full count pitch. Outside, ball 4. The leadoff man for the Wolves is on base safely as Aidan McCormick takes a walk with Justin Hoover, who had an RBI, hit into an RBI fielder's choice. He will be up next here. Now there's 1 on here for the Wolves, nobody out. Top of the 7th, Satellites up 11-10. Looks like going to go discuss some things with Hoover here. Possibly maybe a sacrifice bunt opportunity to try to get the tying run in scoring position. As Zach's going to move up here, play very in on 3rd. Yep, Hoover's going to bunt here. The runner's off, going to 2nd. Do they get him in time? Safe at 2nd. Very close play. Wazar can't make the throw. So the tying run is on 2nd here. As here comes the delivery from Bradley, takes that one for a ball. Comes the delivery from Bradley. That one's fouled or hit to the 3rd baseman pop up. So that's going to be the first out of the inning here for the Satellites. As now there's 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Xavier Carrera walked his last time up. Freshman, talk about a big moment here for a young kid. He takes that one low for a ball. Freshman versus takes that one. His brother Davian is on deck. Takes that one high for a ball as well. That one's a ball, so Xavier will get his third walk of the game. With his brother Davian now stepping up to the plate. Looks like Brandon Young's going to shift a little bit to the left there in center field. A little bit of a shift here for the Satellites as he's going to take a couple steps over there to move a little bit towards right center, or left center, I should say. One out here. Top of the seventh. Looks like Wazar wants to come talk with Bradley Farrell. Double play ends this game. Tying run at second. Xavier Carrera, who already has three RBIs in this game, had a really nice double early on. Helped cut the lead for the Wolves. But he's got to face Blazing Bradley Farrell here. Let's see what happens. As he fouls that one off, so he takes a rip there, but fouls it off. 0-1 here on Xavier Carrera. The 0-1 from Bradley Farrell. That ball gets by, but it's going to be strike two, but Andrew Wazar cannot hang on to it, but it's 2 strikes here on Davian. Double play is now out of effect. 2 strikes here on Xavier Carrera. What does Bradley Farrell got? Call his time there. It does not get more intense than this, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the 0-2 from Bradley Farrell. Swing and a miss. Tying run comes home, and he's safe, so the Wolves tie the game 11-11. Bradley Farrell struck him out, but ball gets by Wazar. So now the Wolves have tied the game at 11. Only 1 out here. Top of the 7th. Drew Murray up to the plate, but a very costly mistake there by the Satellites. The leading run is now on third. Xavier Carrera is out first, and Bradley's going to step off here. Drew Murray, the pitcher. It's due up here. And he takes that one for a strike, so good pitch there by Bradley. Here comes the 0-1 from Bradley Farrell. Runners going. They're going to let him steal second as Xavier Carrera gets his first stolen base of the game. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Tie ball game. That's a great pitch there by Bradley Farrell. So 2 strikes here on Drew Murray. 1-2 count. The 1-2 from Bradley Farrell. Outside. 2-2. Two and two, 3-2, so full count upcoming here to Drew Murray. As the Satellites are playing in here. Do not want the leading run to score from third. The pitch. Ball in the outside corner, very close, but base is loaded now. Only 1 out. Tie ball game. Isaiah Steinhilber. So Isaiah Steinhilber with the bases loaded, only 1 out. He takes that one for a strike. So good pitch there by Bradley. 0-1. The 0-1 from Bradley. Outside, so 1-1. The 1-1. Big pitch there by Bradley. So 1-2 here on Isaiah Steinhilber. A strikeout here would be massive for the Satellites. The infield still playing in a little bit. Got to get the force out at home. The 1-2. Fouled back. Count remains the same. Say it's still Steinhilber. Calls for time. Another late calling for time there. The Wolves have done that a couple times here today. So here comes the 1-2 from Bradley. That ball swung. Strike three. Not really sure what happened there. Strike three, but it's not going to be out at home because it's bases loaded there. So Steinhilber is going to be out. Because that is a massive strikeout here for Bradley Farrell. As now Kyle Janda steps up to the plate. He takes that one for a ball, so 1-0 here to Kyle. He struck out his last time up to the plate. Here comes the 1-0. Big swing and a miss, so 1-1 here. Kyle Janda. He's reached base 2 out of the 4 times today. He's been up to the plate. This will be his 5th plate appearance. The 1-1 popped up. Do the Satellites get out of it? Ball in the infield. Someone call it off. What a very close play there. Oh. The Satellites get out of it. Holy smokes, what a close play. But they get out of it. Tie ball game going into the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, and the Satellites stay alive with that. With this next half inning, with getting to Murphy all day, every day, and Sullivan coming up. Previous at bat, a homer. So this game could end maybe with a 2 home run day from Sullivan.
Yeah, can Tommy Sullivan walk it off here with a home run? He's had a big game today, 3 RBIs. He's 2 for 2 with a walk, an RBI single back in the 2nd. 2-run bomb. Can he be the hero here for the Satellites? They are in need of just 1 run here. Because they are on the verge here of possibly becoming the Porter Conference County champions. But it looks like Drew Murray is going to come out here and pitch this bottom of the 7th. Here comes the first pitch to Tommy. He takes that one on the outside for a ball. 1-0 here to Tommy Sullivan. The 1-0. Swung on. Put in play. Is that going to get down? It will. So that's going to be a single here for Tommy Sullivan. His great day continues as he is now 3 for 3. His 2nd single of the game. And now Matt Knight. So the winning run is off first here. Tommy Sullivan. The winning run at first. Looks like the There's a bunt, perfectly executed bunt, but it's going to go foul. Oh, looked like it was a picture-perfect bunt, but just went foul. Matt Knight trying to get the game-winning run into scoring position. Owen 1 here on Matt Knight. Tommy Sullivan off of first. 11-11 ball game. He goes to bunt again. There's a pickoff, but Tommy will be back in time. Here comes the 0-1 to Matt Knight. He goes to bunt again. He does the same thing. Perfect bunt there by Matt Knight. Does his job. Gets the run. Oh, and Tommy Sullivan gets to third. What a heads-up play there by Tommy Sullivan. The third baseman, Pitcock, was playing in. Forgot to cover third. The Satellites take advantage.
Tommy Sullivan in the back door there, Aidan. Just hitting for a game winner from Jacob Omen here. What do you think here, Aidan?
Jacob Omen with the chance to be the hero. Has 2 triples today. What a redemption game by him. Has the chance to walk it off here. He goes to bunt, and it's fouled off, so it looks like Satellites are trying to go a little small ball here with Jacob Omen. As the winning run is on third. Do the Satellites have it in them? Tommy Sullivan off of third. That ball's put in play to left center field. Is it going to get down? It's going to be the game-winning run for the Satellites. They win the championship. They have upset Boone Grove, the number 1 seed, and Jacob Omen, the hero of the game, walks it off as there's a dog pile there at second. Your South Central Satellites are the Porter County Conference champions. Jacob Omen is the hero as the South Central Satellites have done it. They have come in, beaten the number 1 undefeated Boone Grove Wolves as they are now your 2022 Porter County champions. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. What a pleasure to call as your South Central Satellites have done it. They are now the Porter County champions. Tommy Sullivan is going to be my MVP. What a game. The game-winning run. 2-run blast. Reach base safely each plate appearance. And the Satellites have done it. They have shocked Boone Grove. And they are now your 2022 Porter County champions. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. It does not get much better than that. A walk-off win for your South Central Satellites. After blowing the lead in the 7th, tying the game, they come here in the bottom of the 7th, and Jacob Omen is the hero. What a redemption game for him. Struggled on the mound the other night. Came in, 2 triples, 2 RBIs. Tommy Sullivan, 3 RBIs. What a game for the South Central Satellites. They have done it. They are your Porter County Conference champions.
Once again, congratulations to the South Central Satellites for winning the PCC baseball tournament. Once again, congratulations to the South Central Satellites for winning the PCC. We'd also like to congratulate the
Yeah, so Aidan, who is the game ball go-to here? To me, it's Tommy Sullivan. 3 for 3,
tough,
coming into the biggest game of his life. 3 for 3 here with a home run. And absolutely leaving the door open for Omen's game winner.
Hit his first home run of the season, and talk about having it at the perfect timing. Played a perfect game today. Was just outstanding. Jacob Omen, what a redemption game by him. Able to walk it off here for the Satellites. My game ball is going to go to Tommy Sullivan too, but Jacob Omen is a close second. I mean, if anything, it should be a team game ball, but Tommy Sullivan, I mean, have yourself a day. Jacob Omen, glad to see him come back and really take it to the Boone Grove Wolves as they're going to be your Porter County Conference champions, ladies and gentlemen. What a game. Walking it off in style, in fashion. Jacob Omen with a beautiful rip to left center field as they are going to be your new 2022 champions as they're going to go around, gather around home plate here. There's a little bit of a lag in the stream, but what a game. Does not get better than this as they're going to get their pictures taken there at home plate. Talk about a great feeling after blowing the lead in the 7th and having a tie ball game and almost, giving up the lead. Bradley Farrell was able to get 2 back-to-back strikeouts, give his team the opportunity to win the game, and that's exactly what they do. Tommy Sullivan with some heads-up running after he got on base. Great bump by Matt Knight to move him over, and then poor defensive play by Boone Grove, not covering third. That's just been the story of the season. These Satellites, they run bases better than any high school team I know. And they're going to be your 2022 Porter County Conference champions. So congratulations to South Central. Boone Grove should not hold their head at all. This was a phenomenal game. They hit the ball extremely well. Yeah, they may have struggled on the mound a little bit, but they're still a really, really talented ball club. But South Central was the better team today. They're going to get the trophy, and they will be your new 2022 champions.
And I'll see you and Mr. Todd Snyder on Tuesday.
See you on Tuesday, Josh.
See you on Tuesday. Good broadcast, buddy.